Confidence as Travis does.
Yes, sir, I believe so. I think our whole class of 2025, we got a lot of confidence.
How fun has it been out there so far? I would imagine getting used to the up-tempo is pretty.
Yes, sir, it's been amazing, having a great time, just getting used to the offense. Tennessee, we run a lot of plays really, really quickly. So I feel like that's the biggest thing coming from high school, just getting adjusted to the speed. In the trenches is a lot different from high school. It's not just like 1-2 step and that like guys are just gonna go, like they're gonna fight you back. And so just getting used to that aggressiveness. But it's been fun overall.
How has that transition been, getting used to the physicality and strength of these guys?
Yes, man, it's been good. Definitely something to get used to. But that's what I expected. Coming to the SEC, coming to a big time program. Coach G has those defensive linemen. We got one of the best D lines in the entire country. So you're gonna get the best every single day. But it's been a blast just getting used to it for sure.
David, you knew coming in that a lot of expectation, but you had to put in a lot of work physically. Where do you think you are right now? From a physical, I know there are no pads yet, but from a physicality standpoint, where do you think you are?
Yes, sir. Obviously, my weight was a big, not a concern, but something I had to improve on if I wanted to play offensive line in college, especially in the SEC. And I feel like our nutritionists knew that, our strength conditioning staff knew that, Coach Ellaby, our whole offensive line knew that. I mean, I came in 270, put on a lot of weight as soon as I got here. Getting in with the strength conditioning staff, just on the weekends, coming in on Saturday morning, getting extra lifts in, eating 3-4 times after I leave the facility, making sure I'm eating at night before I go to sleep. That was a big thing. So getting me to a place where I could be comfortable during spring ball. They wanted me like 290. So, and then just to keep pushing through 300, and then hopefully I can get to like 305 by June, and then try to like stay at that range, 300, 305 for my freshman year.
So are you 20 pounds heavier than you were when you got here?
Yes, sir.
David, do you think about like what do I need to do to move up in the depth chart? Do you think about that now, or is that a thought that comes later in the fall?
That's definitely something that comes later in the fall. I'm really focused on just understanding the offense, going out there just playing carefree, giving it all I can, because I feel like my best will get me up on the depth chart, but I just got to understand the offense, understand what I'm doing. That way I can play with confidence, and if I'm playing with confidence, I'm one of the best 5 we got.
How does that maybe like inspire some like healthy competition in the room when there are some open spots?
Definitely. I mean, it's the room. We had a very not old, but we had older guys in our room last year, and I feel like there was a lot of open spots. We only had one returning starter from last year, and that's left tackle Lance. So I feel like there's a lot of competition in the room. A lot of guys know they have an opportunity to either start or play a lot this year, so that's created healthy competition within the room. Guys are coming in, getting extra, making sure they're asking questions, taking good notes during film study. So it's been really good.
Can you feel a difference with the 20 pounds right now?
Excuse me?
Can you feel a difference out there practicing, 20 pounds heavier?
Oh yeah, I feel it. The conditioning a little bit. Like in high school, I was able to run all day. I feel it a little bit, but I'm definitely getting used to it for sure.
You mentioned Lance at left tackle. Are they keeping you at right, or are you moving back and forth at all?
So when I first got here, I was transferring back and forth from left to right. But like I said, there's a lot of plays and a lot of fast movement. So it's been really, really hard. It was really, really hard trying to understand both sides. So they really got me focusing on the right side right now and just getting a little bit of reps on the left side.
So for you, what's the adjustment like, having played left in high school?
So when I started playing offensive line in high school, left was the only side I ever played. I've never played right tackle in my entire life, so switching my stance was a lot different, but I'm getting used to it. It's not too bad.
David, how do you not get ahead of yourself thinking about trying to be a starter right away and make a big impact as a freshman? How do you stay kind of day to day and not get too far ahead of yourself thinking about those things down the road?
I would just say the room I'm in, very healthy room. The guys keep you humble. Like, you got to come in as a freshman and just work hard. You don't want to come in cocky and arrogant, because that's how you create animosity within your room and guys not liking you because you feel like you're better than they are already. You just got to come in and be humble, have a good attitude and just work hard. I feel like if you're going to work hard, you'll end up getting the results that you want. So not getting too ahead of myself, just be where my feet are planted. Just being out there right now, like you can feel like you're not ready to start right now, but if you just keep working, stay in the film room and stay in the weight room, I mean, you should be one of the best 5 we have.
David, how relaxed are you right now?
I'm pretty relaxed.
I mean, compared to what you went through this past year with all the recruiting and all the talk and everything that you were a part of, is there a part of you that's just, you get to kind of breathe now for the first time in a while?
Yes, sir. I feel like, making my decision to come to the University of Tennessee was like one of the biggest decisions I ever had to make in my life. So finally just being here and being in a place where I know I'm going to be for a long time, that's been really, really good for me. Everything that I thought about during the recruitment process is exactly what I'm getting. Coach Hype and his coaching staff are still amazing. They're still checking on me, making sure I'm doing good. Not overwhelming me. Like, I feel like they could be doing so much more to like make me feel overwhelmed, and they're really not. Like, they're just letting me enjoy the process and just take it step by step and day by day. So, I mean, it's been going really good. And I'm just relaxed every day I come in and able to, you know, go in the film room, ask questions freely, and not feel like I'm being, you know, rushed into something that I'm not ready for.
You're another one of those guys who was at the Polynesian Bowl from Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
What was that experience like, including that one-handed catch on the side?
Oh yeah, the Polynesian Bowl, that was a great experience. You know, just to get to experience a different culture. That was, a lot of the Tennessee guys were there, so just creating that bond with each other, because we literally went from the Polynesian Bowl straight to Knoxville. So, you know, just talking about our plans for the future. You know, all of us wanted to win a national championship, so that was a big topic of conversation, and just enjoying the scenery. That was my first time in Hawaii, so you know, the different food and things like that. It was a great experience for sure.
You mentioned Lance on the left side. What have you seen from him since bowl prep?
Yeah, Lance is the dude, like explosive, very twitchy, you know, for his size. So I didn't think he could move the way he moves, but just being off-season workouts with him, you know, he moves really good. He's a great leader, him and Larry. I feel like when I first got here, I didn't know what to expect. You know, you coming in as like a big-time recruit, I didn't think they were going to really like take to me as good as they did, but you know, they called me on the weekends, let me know if we're going to the gym or like get extra work in after practice and things like that. So those two guys have been great mentors for me.
David, Ethan was talking about some of those early morning workouts with a lot of you new guys in it. What's that like? As you obviously you guys know each other during the recruiting process, but how much more does that kind of connection get built when you guys are kind of grueling through the toughest parts of first early in your careers like
right.
that?
So like the brick squat lifts, 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. You know, you coming in with guys that you know are like, we all knew each other really well. Me, Ethan, G Mac, Dasan, like we were all really tight during the recruitment process. So now we got here, we've talked about what we want to do. So holding each other accountable, like bro, we want to win a national championship, so you got to work hard. Like, we can't let you come in late or slack during workouts if that's what our end goal is. So I think that was a great thing about recruitment, is really being able to build those relationships with the guys you're going to be with for the next 3 to 4 years, and that helps with, you know, team bond and, you know, just chemistry, and being able to tell somebody something and, you know, it won't hurt their feelings, you know, like being able to get on somebody. Like, if I see one of my teammates slacking, I can get on you, but you know it's from a good place. Like, it's from love, not just me trying to harp down at you. But getting to know those guys made it a lot easier transition, because we already have that chemistry to be able to talk to each other, have fun, and still get the work done.
And you've said confidence a couple of times. How much confidence do practicing and competing with the guys at the playoff practices give you moving forward now?
Oh yeah, I feel both. If I didn't come in for bowl practice, I don't think I would have been as confident as I am right now to be able to go out there and compete. Because in college, you hear like the SEC, like that's a big time jump from high school to come to the SEC. So I feel like coming in during bowl practice, you know, just being able to see that you're not far off from the top guys that they already have. I went against like James Pierce the whole bowl practice. We were getting ready for that. So just seeing that, you know, I do have things to work on, but if I continue to work, I'm not far off from a guy that's about to be a top 20 draft pick, and you know, in a couple weeks. So that was an eye-opening experience for me. And now being in spring ball, just getting to learn the plays, and you know, feeling more comfortable in the offense. That's been a big thing for me. That's it.
David, do you have a major? Have you chosen a major yet?
Yes, sir. Kinesiology.
Okay, what do you want to do with that?
Orthopedic surgeon. I want to become an orthopedic surgeon after football.
Has that always been like an interest, or is it a recent interest?
Yes, sir. That's always been an interest for me. I was going to be exercise science, but they don't have that here, so I'm doing kinesiology. Yeah.
Something to fall back on.
Yes, sir.
After football.
Gotta have a plan B.
Thanks, David.